We are ready to enter Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. It's the Boston College Eagles and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Well, guys, I did check in with the Eagles head coach pregame. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Boston College's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up. And David,
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Release to the back. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Boston College will send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So Virginia Tech's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes a pass to Marker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got...
Maybe a crease. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
It'll be 3rd and long. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds space on the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Hokies. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw, it's Duke. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picks up the first down. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Might as well give it to him again. There's a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Makes it past the marker. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Turning it on. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Hokies trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Duke. Complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Boston College wants to play fast.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Eagles are marching down the field.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Plows through the defense. Might have a chance. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Eagles! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he
brings into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Perkins. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency.
Could be an alley. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hokies.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Duke. Hauls it in.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage?
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going over the top, and it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and 8? A long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Bringing it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Duke. Got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move, he fires. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Hokies want to crank the tempo.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
There he goes. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He'll set up to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dances away to buy time. The throw. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Hokies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the #1 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
He'll bring it out. It's Perkins. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they get him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Duke. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Special teams proving to be special.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Going to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Duke. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to turning it on. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space.
There's some room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Hokies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Hokies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Using his feet to buy time. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Duke. It's complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. Powers through the defender. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory. And now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Running inside, it's Perkins. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll try it again. Across the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. On the ground, it's Perkins. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Perkins. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give as they work on that clock. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Hokies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants a big play here late.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. The run inside. It's Garrison. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They'll make the stop, but he gets enough to keep the drive moving on 4th down. A crucial conversion for this offense. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm